Going on YouTube? Wanted to put together a video montage of what my deadlift used to be and where it's at today. And these videos I'm showing are really from the span of 1.5 to 2 years. Um, this video in particular is from December 2018, hitting 365 for a set of five. I vividly remember that workout because it was a huge deal at the time to hit that for me. But I mean, you could see that there's a lot wrong with my deadlift right off the bat. Specifically the sumo, because that's my main, uh, it's my main deadlift style. But here you can tell before I even pull the weight that I really have no clue what I'm doing at this point. I mean, hip mobility non-existent. I mean, I'm not even in a proper sumo position before I even touch the bar. So knees are caving in, hips are not properly abducting, shins are not perpendicular into the ground, too hunched over. I'm getting no glute activation, but the glute activation is because my hips aren't abducting properly. I mean, you could see I got that tape on that left knee. That's come from the bar just chewing away at my knee because my knees are caving in. I used to have to tape up all the time. This vid's probably about maybe roughly a year since that last one we saw. Doing some pause work. Now watch my knee on this. Soft lockout. Definitely better than we saw the first time. Getting in a better position in a real sumo stance. But again, on this one, here's a heavy single. It's around the same time as the last vid. But watch that knee. Soft knees on that lockout. Lockout non-existent. This vid, I want to say it was after the last one. I just don't know how long, but not bad at starting position. Knees are or shins are perpendicular, but I'm not really focusing on the glute activation. Now here's where my deadlift, this workout in particular, is kind of where my deadlift was redefined. Now this is 455 for two, and I'm pulling slack a lot better at this point. This video is 6 weeks, 7 weeks old. Now this is quarantine lifting, but see, I'm properly, abducting at the hips here. Shins are perpendicular, and I'm also starting the pull with a good hip height, and I'm getting my shoulders on top of my hips, stacking joints. Lost my balance in that last rep. I was pissed. Almost broke my headphones. But let's go to this next vid. Here is some pause work, and on these, I mean, these are really nice. I mean, I'm getting very upright. And to get upright doesn't mean you have to get your hips low when you start the pull, because that's what I used to think. Because I used to watch people deadlift, and I always wonder how they look so upright when they're pulling. So in return, I thought that meant I had to get my hips lower, turn it into more of a squat. Do not do that. You want to get your hips as high as you can to generate power, but I mean, you got to find that good hip height. Maybe I should do a video where really explains how I find that position of power. Past three vids are within 6 weeks. Here's me hitting 405. Pause work. Good glute activation. I mean, my deadlift is not, it's not perfect, but I mean, compared to what we saw in that first clip, I mean, this is light years better. It's starting to feel like a real sumo, and I could really feel uh, my feet properly making contact with the floor and properly getting the slack pulled from the bar and maintaining a well structured tightness throughout my body. This is sets of 8. I mean, these things look weightless. They weren't, they were heavy, but I mean, when you have a good sumo, it's smooth and it's biomechanically sound. The weight's going to pop real good. The last clip I got here, this is 495. This was after 7 sets. Boom. So that's where we're at now. Keep you guys posted, and we'll see how far we can take it. See ya.